Hello, welcome to Jibrin Angle on Owoleke TV. My name is Jibrin and this is my angle. This video is for specific number of a couple of demography in the American society actually. It's about American election, which is very, very important. It's very important to Americans. It is also important to Nigerians and important to Nigeria as well. For obvious reasons, any U.S. policy affects Nigeria indirectly. The president who rules, who is in power in the U.S. is very important and significant to the Nigerian policy, Nigerian government policy. So that is why it is good if you're a Nigerian, either living in America or in Nigeria. I expect you to take seriously United States election if you love your country. It is very, very important. That is just it. So I will be talking to like I said, different demographies, but very few. But in a number of category in the demography, I'll be speaking with about 2 or 3 categories in this in various demographies. Actually, I don't know how to. I like the words, the right word actually to use there. Yes, I will be speaking to Nigerians in the U.S. that resides in the U.S., especially those that are eligible to vote. I'll be speaking to Christians in America who are eligible to vote. I'll also be speaking to Muslims in America who are eligible to vote. I think this what I'll be sharing, especially with regard to a video, I'll be sharing about 2 different videos. We'll be talking about the video I'll be sharing very soon. And that has to do with one's faith as well, one's conviction, personal conviction and faith. So that is exactly what we shall be talking about today. Now, on a specific term, it's about the Democrat Party. I'll be playing this video to you. I'll play this video so we can all, I've watched it, so you can watch it as well. And after that, I'll come back and talk.
I can't vote for a party that is for all kind of sexual perversions. I can't do it. I can't vote for a party that's going to accept transgenders going into women's restrooms. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't go with a party that wants to cut little girls' breasts off to make them boys. I can't go with a party that says you can be a boy today and a girl tomorrow. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't support a party that wants to remove God from its party platform. You in trouble when the nation forgets God. I can't follow a party that wants to sexualize our children in school, put drag queens in front of them, reading them little children's stories. I can't do it. I can't support a party that wants to take the rights of parents away. In California right now, parents are being arrested because they won't go along with the sexualization of their children. But there are many parents that are compromising. Y'all got to make a decision. It's either God or the devil.
pardon me, I will play this video again the second time, but this time around I will pick points. I'll pause and play as I go. I'll pick the points he made. The man of God made several points. I will speak as speak as as we watch together. Yeah.
I can't vote for a party that is for all kind of sexual perversion.
Yeah, this man of God, as you heard, is preaching. Actually, he was preaching to his congregation, and I believe he was actually preaching to the world and Americans specifically. So he is not now. He was actually criticizing Democrat. He didn't mention Democrat Party, but everything he talked about, all the perversions are on the platform of Democrat Party. Democrat Party propagates everything, all the ills and the vices he mentioned. We shall be going through through the vices one after the other. Now, the first vice is he said he cannot vote for a party that is for all kind of sexual perversions. For those of you who have been following American politics and American polity or American societal issues lately, you will understand that when we talk of moral decadence, is really going south. So many things are changing in America so fast. There is a lot of moral perversions, left, right, and center. It has come to a point where it is now a norm. In fact, if you don't even agree with them this time around, you either be either at your place of work or business or whatever, you face a kind of persecution. Either from the government or from the authorities. That's just it. So you'll be marked. That is it. Including this man of God. There are some men of God who are preaching the same thing, who are being targeted by the government as well. So he is categorically saying, for those of you who may not know, in America, the Black Americans are known to be the perpetual supporters of Democrat Party. They have been very loyal to Democrat Party, loyal to a fault. In fact, when it comes to Democrat Party, the Black Americans are zombies. Whatever the Democrat Party tells them to do, and that is exactly what they do. And for just major reason is about this issue of handout, giveaway. The Democrat Party prefer to give you fish instead of teaching you how to fish, giving you the ability, creating an enabling environment, a very good, perfect environment for you to be creative, for you to be self-employed, self-motivating, for you to be self-employed, for you to be hardworking, even if you're not self-employed, at least hardworking, work hard to make ends meet. That is what the what Democrat Party is against. In fact, everything about their platform is about they just believe in welfare. It's a welfarist party. They just believe in welfare, giving out. If left to them, they believe in socialism. Left to Democrat Party, in fact, that is in fact, they are going for in the past 3-4 years now. They're going far left. Far left mean they prefer being a socialist. They prefer being a socialist country. They prefer America to be ruled by socialists or socialism, which means that basically government will be in charge and in control of our day-to-day life and will be determined, or will be the determining factor to our existence. So that's exactly what democracy is all about. So this man of God is actually saying that he cannot vote for a party that is full of all kinds of perversion. Look, I have been saying, for those of you, if you have been following me all this while, you understand that I've been very strong critic of Democrat Party. I've done a series, a show on this, specifically on this matter, and talked about the platform of the platform of Democrat Party. When you go on their platform is all manner. We'll be talking about that anyway. Let's go there. So that is number one point the man of God just made.
Perversions. I can't do it. I can't vote for a party that's going to accept transgenders going into women's restrooms.
Yes. He said he cannot vote for a party that goes into or accept transgenders going into women's restroom. I can't do that. I can't do it. So that's exactly what he said. Yes, it's a norm now. In fact, the thing got up to Supreme Court. We still have some cases in the court going up again. Probably some of them will get to the Supreme Court as well, where you have bathrooms in schools and public buildings, where it's becoming a compulsion now that you have to allow. There are transgender. For those of you who may not know what transgender, of course everybody should know, but for those of you, for the benefit of those who may not know, transgender means those that are that transited from one gender to the other. Maybe you are a male and you now decided to be identified as a female, and some of them go to the extent of performing surgeries, changing their private parts to the sex of preference to them. So that's what transgenders are. So what we have in the US right now in the schools, and some schools, actually not all the schools, but it's actually spreading, it's expanding. It wasn't so in the last 4 years, 5 years, 6 years back. Today it's getting the policy is getting broader and broader, especially with states that are ruled by Democrat governors. So it's expanding so rapid, so fast now, where you find that it's becoming a norm now, and permissive, not just permissive, but some states are even making it a law. Some states have passed it into law that for transgenders, if you are a male and transited transited to a female, you'll be allowed to use the female bathrooms. That means you see the situation. We've had series of situations where you find men literally going into female bathroom and peeing with fellow women. Not fellow women, with women with opposite sex in the name of being a transgender. This is a literal man, a literal male. Now with penis going into whatever, you see a female is there to stoop to pee. A male, probably I don't know how they do it. I've not been there before. Maybe they stoop too. I don't know how they do it. Maybe they stoop or they stand peeing. So that's exactly what is happening in the US now. It's spreading so fast. That's what this man of God is talking about, because he is coming with this message because Democrat Party have taken, for several decades, they've taken the black votes for granted. They've given them every shit they can give to the black Democrats. They keep taking it. The black Democrats keep taking it just because of this handout they give to them. So let's move forward.
Restroom, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't go with a party that wants to cut little girls' breasts off to make them boys.
Yeah, that is it. The same thing happens to girls. Girls becoming turning themselves into boys, or females turning themselves into males, cutting their breasts off, becoming, I think they call them tomboy. So behaving everything like a male or whatever. So that's exactly what the man of God is saying. All these are the policies of Democrat Party. It is on their platform. This is what they support. They have publicly, they are campaigning on these issues. They are pushing these things aggressively. It is not a hidden truth or hidden fact.
I can't go with a party that says you can be a boy today and a girl tomorrow. I can't do it.
Democrat Party right now, in fact, that is another norm is they want to they have now a kind of introduced third sex, and that third sex is neither male nor female. I've forgotten what they call the third sex. So, and that is one. Secondly, it is even in Democrat policies, it is a crime, it is offensive for you to refer to a transgender woman as man. If you are a transgender, you transited from male to female. If you transited from male to female, if I skip addressing you or identifying you as a male, in fact, in some states they criminalize it. It's a crime. They will prosecute you for that, and so many areas it's an offense. The moment that person reports you, feels offended, and he reports you, they will take. If you are a student, it's either they will either discipline you by suspension or expulsion, depending on who is in charge. So if it's a work environment, the same thing applies. Either suspension or expulsion, depending on who is in charge. So that's exactly what is happening now. That anyone that has transited from one sex to the other, you are compelled to accept that, respect that, and address that person as his or her choice of sex.
Do it. I can't do it. I can't support a party that wants to remove God from its party platform. Party platform.
Yeah, this is another important one. Of course, what do you expect? Nobody who wants to retain God in his or her heart will actually stand for all these perversions. No one. Now, this has actually been on for several years now. They've been trying to take away God from the American currency dollar, by the God in God we trust. They are still working behind the scene to take that inscription away. And on the oath of allegiance, the United States for Nigeria, that is our pledge, national pledge. The US, they call their oath of allegiance. So they want to take God away also from pledge of allegiance. So that is exactly what they're doing. They want to take. In fact, they've already taken God in so many Democrat ruled states. In their schools, they have taken away Bible. They've banned prayers, opening prayers in their schools. And anything that has to do with God, they are gradually some substantial amount of Democrat states now have these laws and policies going in so hard, and it is spreading so wide. It is not limited. It's not limited to a sect. It is actually spreading so far, so fast. That's exactly this again is only exclusively on Democrats' platform.
You in trouble when the nation forgets God.
Absolutely. As you all know, America is actually founded on Judeo-Christian principles. It was founded on biblical principles. It was founded on Christianity. And that is why we used to refer to America as a Christian country. Today, it is no longer. The Christianity is fast waning, fast sliding down. Honestly, and other religions are rising. That is just it. A sort of so. It is the American society is becoming more and more un-Christian, lacking God's presence. So that's exactly what is happening. This again is the platform, is the propagation of the Democrat Party, and in specifics, Kamala Harris is. I'll come back to Kamala Harris. Let's move forward.
I can't follow a party that wants to sexualize our children in school, put drag queens in front of them, reading them little children as our children in school.
Now, the worst evil that these people are perpetrating right now, Democrat Party are perpetrating right now, is that they have extended this to our children, our kids. Kids. When I say kids, I mean kids as young as 2-3 years. As long as the child, in fact, in some parents now that are ideologues, who are indoctrinated right now, brainwashed. In fact, some of them, even in pregnancy, even though they cannot convert them, transit the kids there, but in pregnancy they already made up their mind that their child will be a different sex when giving birth to. They will change the child's sex. So that's exactly what is happening now. There are parents, of course, who are godly and they are against it. But if their child comes back from school and says, "Daddy or Mommy, I think I'm a girl." If the child is a boy and decides to claim, because that's exactly in schools now, they indoctrinate the children. So when they come back home, the next thing they start complaining, they start crying to their parents that they want to transit. They want to transit to a different sex. And the moment, again, in some states, it's a law now. In fact, some states now, there are some of them are still in court. Some states have actually incarcerated the parents of these kids who said, "Mommy or Daddy, I'm not a boy, I'm a girl, and I want to be a girl." And the moment the parents that rejected that, they were arrested, and some of them were detained, and they face persecution. The ones that were not arrested, they are facing serious, strong persecution now. So they think that's exactly what this man of God is saying, and that's the reality on ground. That even parents now do not have rights over their own children, do not have right to actually guide their children in the way they desire the children to go. So that's exactly what is happening now. Now, this transgender stuff have been has been spread, has been extended to kids, including kids, for God's sake. Kids now, what we hear now, kids are being transited into transited into from male to female and from vice versa, from female to male. That's exactly what is happening. That's exactly what this man of God is actually angry about, rightfully so.
In school, put drag queens in front of them, reading them little children's stories. I can't do it. I can't support a party that wants to take the...
Yeah, that's exactly what I said earlier. The Democrat Party has taken the rights of parents away from their children. The rights of parents to actually train their children in the way of the Lord or in the way they choose to train their children has been taken away from them.
The rights of parents away. In California right now, parents are being arrested because they won't go along with the sexualization of their children.
That's exactly what I said earlier. Parents are being arrested because they will not go along with the sexual orientation of their children. And that is exactly what is happening. I just mentioned it earlier.
Children. But there are many parents that are compromising. Y'all got to make a decision. It's either God or the devil.
All right, so that is it. Now, in a nutshell, the Democrat Party is even worse than there are so many things on their platform. Democrat Party, they are for abortion, not just abortion for 1 month, 2 months, D&C. They are for abortion up to the 9th month, and not just 8. They even kill babies because in the past, a former, I think immediate past Virginia governor, a Democrat, actually during the last campaign, when Donald Trump was still in power, he actually, there was a video that leaked. That video, I don't know who captured them. It was it was leaked in secret. It was recorded secretly, so the governor didn't know. I don't know, someone did, but the video eventually leaked out, where the Democrat governor was actually discussing with medical personnel on what to do when they give birth to a child. Probably the child is maybe was born with Down syndrome or whatever. They would decide on what to do, whether to kill the child. In fact, literally, what the man was saying then was, they are open to discussing whether to kill the child or not. In fact, in some cases, even on that video, it's not even about whether Down syndrome, whether the child is well or not. If the parent chooses to not to have the child alive, that they can. That's what the governor was talking about. So he was out. He was ready to put anything on the table when it comes to eliminating the child, even an already born child. So that is what Democrat Party stands for. Democrat Party is, in fact, what is the craziness that is going all over the world now? It is the left. The left, I don't know, I keep telling people something. I have really asked question, why are they calling the left and the right? Why do they refer to conservatives as the right, on the right, as being on the right, and liberals as being on the left? I don't know why, who gave each other what, who gave what, but it speaks for itself. Right is right. So, and left is left. So liberality is left, which means it is wrong. Anything left, naturally, by default, it makes it left. It makes it wrong. And anything right, by default, everybody knows that. Parents, we all know what right and left means. One sitting on God's right hand, it's positive. While some on the left hand, it is not. The significance of that, as Christians, we know that it is significant both in the Bible, where even Isaac did that with Jacob did that with Joseph's children, Manasseh and Ephraim. We all know that, and we all know the significance of left and right. That's exactly what is happening now. Back to what's going on globally. What is happening there in America is being spread all over the world. The Democrats are pushing policies both in Africa and other parts of the world. Policies ideologies and policies that are in line with their evil plans, and that's exactly what they are doing. They are, anywhere you see, even in the United States, wherever the Democrat, the economically or morally depraved cities where you have crime rate on going up to the roof, are Democrat parties, Democrat ruled states. So that is just it. I don't see any reason why any Muslim. I have many Muslim. I grew up in the north. And so, as a result of that, I grew up with so many Muslim friends. So I know what it is, what this transgender, what LGBTQ and that stuff and other depravities, how it is abhorrent in Islam. A sort of, in fact, they have zero tolerance, unlike the Christians who that believes in liberty, that whatever you chooses to do, whatever you want to do, all they do, if it's evil, they just keep praying for you. In Islam, it's tantamount to death sentence. That's why in Saudi they don't celebrate, they don't tolerate this. There's zero tolerance for all this. So I don't expect any practicing Muslim, faithful Christian, actually, or an African for that matter, to vote Democrat in any form or shape. I feel so ashamed of pastors who are voting Democrats, regardless of all these evil policies that are against, that are fighting God aggressively. So that is my point. Why, for God's sake, you are a Nigerian, an African, a Christian, why will you vote for a Democrat party? Why will you vote for someone contesting on a Democrat platform? You are an American, an evangelical Christian, a Catholic, a Protestant Christian, a Pentecostal Christian. Why? Whatever Christian you call yourself, as long as you call yourself Christian, it means that there is Christ in you. Why would you vote for a Democrat party that is this evil? Destroying America, destroying the world. This is, I don't know. I don't know why. Honestly, most people, I don't know what is wrong with human beings. Why will you, in your right mind, in your right frame of mind, actually vote for sentimental reasons? Because most people, they know all these things. Some of these are Democrats. They are not innocent of all this. They are not they are not ignorant of all this information. They are aware of all this information, but they keep doing this for probably. If you ask them why, they say they don't care about all those things. They just pick one thing, just one. So because of one, they are throwing. Because of one thing, they are throwing away the baby with the bathwater. Sometimes in the past, there was this video that leaked from someone secretly recorded Planned Parenthood, how they do all these abortions. Sometimes this abortion, they rip children are already grown completely, 9th month or whatever. You see how, because they sell these parts, these baby parts, they rip. You see how they rip parts, baby parts, limb by limb. Rip baby parts and sell them. This is Democrat Party. They are the one funding Planned Parenthood. So that is just it. Now I will be playing another video about. We'll be talking about Kamala Harris specifically.
But I gotta ask you about Kamala Harris. How you feel about her?
She's a piece of shit.
Did you hear that? This is it something Mr. Brown, something Brown, and this man was a very popular man, a man of repute in the California those days, who, according to him, he was in charge of. He was a pimp actually. He was in charge of prostitutes actually. Trafficking prostitutes, a kind of contractor, prostitution contractor, sort of. I don't know. Maybe that's what I should call him. So that is, he knows Kamala in and out. So, and he's talking about Kamala. The journalist was asking him, what have you said? What do you have to say about Kamala? And this is exactly what he said. That Kamala is a piece of shit. Let me rewind it.
But I gotta ask you about Kamala Harris. How you feel about her?
She's a piece of shit.
That Kamala is a piece of shit. Hold on, you will hear more. Nobody, I've never heard of someone actually speaking of Kamala in such a denigrating manner, such a demeaning manner, such a dishonorable manner. But this is from the horse's mouth. This is someone who knows Kamala Harris. For those of you who may not know, Kamala Harris is the one that that Democrat Party have chosen to fly their flag in the coming presidential election. You can imagine the person they are putting to actually defeat Donald Trump. This is unbelievable.
I was in California. She lacked professional competence, and she worked on it by hiking up her hemline when.
Yeah, she lacked Kamala Harris when she was growing up in her career. She lacked competence. That what this man said now, that she rose through the ranks. He used a slang there that with some people may not understand what he meant, but for some of us we understood quite all right. He used the slang he used there was probably trying to avoid using foul language, something that wouldn't be good for kids to understand. A sort of that Kamala Harris, that basically she prostituted her way. I'm trying to paraphrase him. Prostituted her way to the top. Let's continue.
Line when she needed influence rather than researching. She's always tried to do the casting couch to get where she wants.
That is it. That she has always chose to follow the easy way, the easy route to success, to growth, a sort of that. Instead of working hard to do researches, even as a lawyer or whatever, to do researches. Even talking about lawyer, I've heard from some people are saying even the bar exam, I think she failed at the point. I think she had to recite for that. In fact, nobody needs to tell you how dull that Kamala Harris, if you hear her speak, you will understand that this woman lacks nothing in her head. You wonder, if I've asked before, how did she pass her bar exam, for God's sake? How did she become a lawyer? Was she actually winning cases? Did she ever win any case in court? That woman is just, she lacks anything that has to do with smartness. Everything. There's no iota of it. So that's exactly what this man is saying, that Kamala has always wanted the easy way. She prostituted her way up to the top.
Now, the problem is that'll get somebody to a certain level quickly. But you can't get past that level if you don't have competence and talent. Yeah. So my thing about it is if I'm crude about it, in this city years ago, I used to represent a whole bunch of pimps and hoes, and I know a hoe when I see one.
Yeah.
And I say this, I don't care, women, you do what you want to do if you want to have recreational sex, but when you do the casting couch or anything else for professional purposes to get paid or advance, you a hoe.
Yeah, that you see here what he said. That's why she referred to. She said because Kamala Harris actually sexed her way to the top, had sex her up to the top or whatever, or prostituted. Let me use my own word. Prostituted her way to the top. That as long as you do that to gain favor, you have sex with someone to gain favor, to receive promotion in one form or the other, for one benefit or the other. That is prostitution, and that is why he can rightfully refer to her as a whore, a prostitute.
And she's old hoe. And the problem is what is she supposed to do? Somebody, one of her sycophant slaves comes up and unwraps her in a carpet naked. One of her sycophant, and she's old hoe. And the problem is what is she supposed to do? One of her sycophant slaves comes up and unwraps her in a carpet naked at Putin's feet, and he says, oh, yeah, I'm Julius Caesar. He said, no, ho, I got better stuff here already. Plus, I don't want you anyway, you old woman. Get on up, you know. Or Xi Jinping, is he supposed to be impressed? She's doing word salad. Well, we're here today because China and the U.S. are here today, and that's why we have to agree on what we're doing here today. Like, fool, what did you just say?
Yeah, you see, and he was actually asking, with such a woman, what do you expect? As dull as she is, as incompetent as she is, as lazy as she is, what you expect this kind of person as a president to actually withstand, face people like Putin of Russia, or Xi Jinping of China? These are powerful leaders that we having that. If we have someone as Kamala, as weak as Kamala Harris, the U.S. definitely will go down the drain. Sort of. Even with Joe Biden is as weak can be. Even at that, Kamala Harris is even weaker than Joe Biden, because Kamala Harris does not have a mind of her own. That is one. Secondly, there is no politician that have flip flopped over the years. Not over the years, in a short while. As Kamala, today she's this, tomorrow she's just changing here and there. And the worst part is that she is even more leftist than any other leader in the U.S. She's far left, far left. Kamala Harris is the extreme of everything that society abhors. That a sane society abhors is what Kamala Harris stands for. And I'm surprised that some people who are Christians and Muslims and decent and responsible will vote for a woman like that, or a party like that. I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. And that brings me to the end of this show. Again, this is Jibrin Angu. My name is Jibrin, coming to you on Oweleke TV. If you have not subscribed to this platform, please do subscribe and follow us on all our social media platforms. We are on virtually all the major social media platforms. Follow us, and you will get put on your notification bell so that whenever we upload our contents, you'll be notified to watch. Once again, thank you for being with us, and remain blessed. Bye.